I never planned on stopping that night. The highway was empty, the sky a black sheet, and the fog rolled across the asphalt in slow, breathing waves. I just wanted to get home. But then I saw it, a faint flickering light on the side of the road, a phone, face down, screen cracked but glowing. I shouldn't have stopped. I shouldn't have even slowed down. But curiosity is dangerous. I stepped out, the cold biting instantly through my jacket. The fog thickened around my legs as I picked the phone up. The cracked display flickered to life. One new voicemail, received 2 minutes ago. But the highway was empty, no cars, no noise, just the hum of the engine behind me and the suffocating silence ahead. The air felt wrong, heavy, watching. The phone buzzed sharply in my hand. A message burned itself across the screen like handwriting pressed into dying pixels. Don't listen. I swallowed hard and listened anyway. The voicemail began with static, deep, vibrating static, then slow, trembling breathing. Behind it, footsteps, uneven, dragging. Then a whisper, so close it sounded like it was behind my ear. Whoever found this, please, don't turn around. My breath hitched. I hadn't turned around. Another whisper crawled into the speaker. He hears movement. Then the message ended with a sharp, muffled thud, like a hand slapping the microphone, or someone being pulled away. My pulse pounded aggressively. The hairs on my arms stood straight. The phone buzzed again. Run. Another buzz. Run now. And then, he's behind you. I spun so fast I slipped. But the road was empty. No cars, no figures, just fog consuming the asphalt. Then I heard it. Soft, slow footsteps coming from the tree line. Not walking, following. I bolted into my car, slammed the door, locked it, and drove. And even as the car accelerated, I could still hear those footsteps, fading behind me. I didn't breathe for 15 solid minutes, driving blind through Pamuck. When I finally saw the glow of a gas station, bright lights, people, safety, I nearly cried with relief. I pulled in, hands shaking on the wheel. I tossed the cursed phone onto the passenger seat like it was burning. It rang instantly. A long, analog ring like an old landline, not a normal smartphone sound. Caller ID, unknown number, exactly at midnight. I hesitated, my hand hovered. Then, I answered. At first, only humming, low, rhythmic, almost like chanting. Then a voice seeped through the static. You took what belongs to him. My grip tightened, knuckles white. He's already seen your face. I hung up so hard the phone bounced. I practically ran inside the station. Did anyone lose a phone? I asked the cashier desperately. He shrugged. Nope, but I can hold on to it for you. Relief washed through me. Finally, someone else could deal with it. I handed it over. 4 seconds later, the phone lit up violently behind the counter. The cashier frowned. It's calling someone. Calling someone? I stepped closer. The display read, calling you. My blood turned to ice. Hey, don't answer that. But he already had. He lifted it to his ear, listened. His face slowly drained of color, his eyes widening like something cold was creeping up his spine. Then, barely above a whisper, he said, Run. The gas station lights flickered, once, twice, then died. Pitch black. The phone screen was the only light left, illuminating the cashier's terrified face from below. And then, a loud crash behind the counter, something heavy moving fast. I didn't look twice. I ran to my car. As I reached the door, the cashier screamed, a wet, choking scream. I never saw what got him. I didn't want to. I floored the gas pedal. The car fishtailed before gaining traction. Wind roared around the frame. My heartbeat was a drum inside my skull. My mouth was dry. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. But the horror wasn't done with me, because suddenly, the phone I had given away was on my dashboard again. Not cracked, not scratched, just sitting there, glowing faintly, waiting. The screen brightened, lines of text crawling across like dripping ink. "You can't give him back. You took him home." The phone vibrated. Then, without me touching anything, it switched to the front camera. I stared at the screen. Behind me, in the back seat, a tall silhouette, bent, crooked, head tilted impossibly sideways, its neck stretched too far, its body touching the roof. My breath caught in my throat. I spun around. Nothing. Empty seat. I turned back. The camera flickered violently. The figure was closer, closer, closer. I screamed and grabbed the phone. The silhouette's hand stretched toward the lens. I hurled the phone out the window with all my strength. Glass shattered on impact. The phone tumbled across the highway. I kept driving, faster, faster, but the feeling of something in the car never left. When I finally reached my driveway, the world felt unreal, muted, wrong. My house, usually comforting, looked unfamiliar, like a photograph of itself. Shadows clung to the edges of the porch like they were waiting. I stepped inside, locked the door behind me. The silence inside felt alive, thick and breathing. Then, the vibration echoed from inside my jacket pocket. My pocket. The same jacket I hadn't opened since the gas station. With trembling hands, I reached in. The phone was there, not broken, not scratched. Perfect. On the screen, in perfect white text, "Welcome home." A sudden creak echoed from the upstairs hallway, slow, heavy, like something dragging a foot. I backed toward the door. It slammed shut on its own so hard the frame shook. The phone buzzed again. A live video window opened by itself. It was showing the upstairs hallway, my upstairs hallway, except I didn't have cameras. At the end of the hall stood a silhouette, tall, wrong, body twitching like a corrupted video file, fingers scraping the walls with long, sharp strokes. It stepped forward, the video glitched, then another step, closer, closer, then freeze frame, its face inches from the lens. No eyes, no features, just a mouth stretching too wide. A final message appeared on the screen. "He is in the room with you." The floorboard behind me creaked. I didn't turn, couldn't. A slow, cold breath brushed the back of my neck. Then a whisper slid across my ear like a blade. "You shouldn't have picked up the phone." The lights went out. Everything went dark. And I finally understood. I never brought the phone home. The phone brought him.